What's up, Falcons fans? Colin and Seth here with another episode of
Falcon Planet.
And it is a great day to be a Falcons fan.
Tell us why, Colin.
Defense, defense, defense.
Or you could just say that we beat the Saints.
Yeah, and end of their season.
And end of their season. Stop the streak.
Stop the touchdown streak. The stupid touchdown streak.
Lance Moore
dropped a touchdown. Hate him. Could care less.
I really don't like him either. Forget him.
Our defense gave up a ton of yards, but I don't really care. We had to play 70-plus snaps out there. The average number of snaps the team plays is like below 60, 61, 62, 63. We're out there 70, 75, I think. That's a crazy amount. We gave up over 400 yards. Drew Brees had a good game through the air, but he also threw 5 balls to us.
And then, my key play, definitely bringing back to that Lance Moore, all the receivers last night were pretty much wide open. We didn't stop them on third down when we needed to. We didn't convert third downs when we needed to. It was pretty much on offense.
It was anybody's game.
Either way on the ball, it was a sloppy performance.
One thing I do like is we got to Drew Brees.
We did, and
we couldn't sack him.
But he did throw 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
Because we did. If we didn't put pressure on him, he would have not thrown 5 interceptions.
Yeah. When I was talking with Cole last week, I said we didn't necessarily need to sack the quarterback. We just needed to get to him, put pressure on him, and make him throw the ball before we wanted to. And guess what? Especially on that Sean Weatherspoon interception and the first William Moore, he threw the ball before he wanted to. He had to check down to the running back and fell right in our hands, and I'll take it.
And Asante Samuel, being out, going out in the first quarter, and Chris Owens coming in.
I'm fine with that. I think he needs an entire game off. We were talking about it during the game. We couldn't watch the game together, but we were texting, and I think it's okay that he missed the game. Gives him a full
I think he needs to go ahead and rest that shoulder. Come the playoffs time, he's going to be injured.
We don't play this weekend, so we got a week and a half to prepare for the next game. And I think we're good to go on defense.
And Chris Owens, I don't really like him being a starter, but it seemed like he held up pretty well.
Yeah, he made a couple of great plays. He had that one, he got beat, but he made up for it. Tip pass.
Very fast.
Very fast.
And
but William Moore, player of the game, I think we both agree with that.
But the first drive, Michael Turner showed me why that there's still a little bit life in him.
Yeah. He ran the ball great. We ran the ball fantastic that first drive. We never could get the passing game going, which is surprising.
Roddy only caught 1 pass this whole game.
1 pass.
Which is very surprising. Tony Gonzalez did pretty well as usual.
Yeah, he had a great catch. I caught it. I sat there. When we're in the red zone, I think we should target Tony more. He has 103 touchdowns now. Why would you throw to anybody else in the red zone? Julio hasn't shown me that he can perform in the red zone. He's a good deep threat.
He is.
But he's dropped too many passes in the red zone. And it seems like we try to target Roddy too much in the red zone and leave Tony out. And I think we got back to what we do good. Throw into Tony, we get the touchdown. We left a couple of touchdowns out there, but we win by 10. I'm okay with it.
One of my key plays for the Falcons is Matt Bryant's 55-yarder.
Oh, that was clutch. Because if he misses that field goal, they have great field position down 7, and there's not a doubt in my mind they go down and score a touchdown. Not because our defense is bad. Is because they were already so tired, had played so many snaps, that the offense was rolling so good. But here's what happens. We get that long field goal, they get the ball back, they're driving down on us good. They get down to our 40. So it's like, oh, here we go again. They're at least going to get a field goal. First down run, good. Second and 2. William Moore. This is the most important play he had all day. I don't throw the 2 interceptions out the window. Sure, he closed the game out. But he got in the backfield and stood, I don't remember who the running back was stood him up, a loss of 6 yards. Fantastic tackle, and then Sean Weatherspoon helped out.
Chris Ivory.
Yeah. Finished the tackle off. And then what happens? John Abraham gets around the freaking defensive end, offensive guard, sacks Drew Brees. The most pumped I was the whole game right there.
And at the end of the game, Michael Turner had a chance to seal the game up.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
And he fumbles.
My dad was in his room. I went and told him. I was like, he was asleep. I woke him up. I was like, we got this game in the bag. Literally 30 seconds later, Michael Turner fumbles the ball. Then we get the interception that got called back for offensive or offsides. I went and told my dad, did you see that? Boom. called back again. So it's like, you know what? I'm not going back in there and telling him anything. I'm going to jinx it.
Look, I was so mad that I threw my pillow at the TV and missed the TV, hit my dresser, the water fell on the cat. My mom got mad at me. So
That's not good.
So,
but thank God William Moore was there. Great play. The first interception was thrown right to him. I still give him credit. He had a good 15-yard return. The second one was all him, along with Thomas Dakud. What a great catch.
Speaking of returns, our special teams has to get a lot better.
You know, you're right. Running the ball back needs to get better. But what
that's,
I'm
yeah,
loving...
our defense, our kickoff defense.
Anton Smith.
Fantastic.
He might suck at running back. He might be fourth stringer running back. But he can freaking tackle on special teams.
He can hit.
He took out Darren Sproles at one time. You know, Darren Sproles had one good return up to like the 40.
He had actually a lot of good return.
It's Darren Sproles. What do you expect?
Look where he came from.
San Diego.
Yeah.
I mean, he's, Jacquizz Rodgers the next. Speaking of Jacquizz Rodgers, pretty solid game.
He showed up.
The very, very last drive, they tried to use all the timeouts. The game was over, but he had a good 8-yard run. Seal the game off right there. Take the knees, get out of there.
How does it feel to say that Drew Brees' touchdown streak was snapped from the Falcons?
Oh, that's great. There's not another team out there I'd rather snap the streak.
Because if you remember last year, Drew Brees, passed, I believe it was Dan Marino in career passing yards and season passing yards against the Falcons.
Yeah.
2 Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
And
payback time.
To say that we broke one of his records, it's huge.
They definitely had some opportunities to get touchdowns. Remember
like I said, Lance Moore.
They really screwed up the first half, the end of the first half. They get the touchdown to Darren Sproles, call back for holding. Idiot Jimmy Graham's trying to block. I don't like your comments on Twitter either about the bus egging. We are classy.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. You lost. Go kill yourself.
And I hate when people say that if Drew Brees didn't throw 5 interceptions, this game would be a whole other story. Well, that's football. That's what defense is supposed to do.
Yeah, Taryn, I saw his new channel, 25 The Hitman.
The Hitman.
I don't know why it's DA instead of THE.
It's THE. That's how Falcons fans spell it.
Yeah, I don't know about how y'all do it, and you heard me talk.
And it's who that. It's THAT, not that.
But we are that.
We are that. That's.
Drew Brees is saying that they run this division. They know it and we know it. What are you talking about?
He obviously told a lie.
Yeah, I mean, we've won the division,
True.
two times in the past, 3 or 4 years, and we're going to win it this year too. Look at the all-time head-to-head record. We're winning. I don't see why. I see people on YouTube saying that the Saints own the Falcons. The Falcons have always been looking up. This is our kryptonite. I agree it's our kryptonite. Y'all don't own us. We own
the
the
Braves and the Phillies.
Yeah. Braves and the Phillies. Great rival, but this is even big.
And I was hearing one of the announcers last night say that, in the past, when the Falcons and the Saints played, they weren't good at all. So it was kind of a boring game. And now, when both of us are really good, it's probably the best rival in the NFL right now.
I think it was the best Thursday night game they're going to have
all
year.
Definitely. Next week, the Broncos and the Raiders. That's going to be a terrible game.
I don't give the NFL Network credit at all this year. They scheduled some pretty bad games. Sure, records can be bad and teams can have off years, but these are teams that, over the past few years, have not won championships, haven't gone to the playoffs. Who wants to watch Who wants to watch the Bills Dolphins?
It's awful.
When was the last time they won the Super Bowl? Wow.
Even though the Falcons have the best record in the NFC South, and the Bucks aren't the best record, I think the NFC South has the best and competitive division out there.
It really does.
Because if I'm right, there hasn't been a back-to-back team win the NFC South. It's always been another team each year.
And it used to be the team at the bottom the previous year would win it the next year. Now, we snapped that streak a couple of years ago. But it went like that for 5 years.
In the past few years, it's been the Falcons of the Saints. The Falcons of the Saints. It hasn't been a back-to-back thing. And that's why I think the NFC South is the most competitive.
And I don't care about records, okay? You're talking about competitive, good games to watch? You watch the NFC matchups. Sure, the Bears and the Packers, they're good. The Bears give me, I don't think they're that good, honestly.
They show me that they are a lot better than with Jay Cutler.
They are.
I don't like Jay Cutler, but it showed me, 2 weeks ago.
They have so many injuries. I really don't see them doing anything. You never know what the Giants are going to do. One game they could kill the Packers, and then the next game they can get killed by the Bengals.
Bengals, yeah. Who's on the wild card this year in the NFC?
Go to the wild card game. I want to say the Seahawks. I have faith in the Seahawks. I was looking at their schedule. Not that hard.
Russell Wilson.
I think they can sneak in there. Look for them or Dallas. Dallas has to play the Saints. Dallas is shaky. They won't do anything in the playoffs, but I look for the Seahawks or Dallas. What about you?
Honestly, I think the Seahawks do. I mean, Russell Wilson and that defense is
they have
fantastic.
A fantastic defense.
I heard they're secondary.
2 players suspended, so that might hurt them. But their defensive line is fantastic. If they, and talk about Jason Babin released by the Eagles, and I saw a lot of people on Twitter like, why didn't the Falcons go get Jason Babin? I don't want him. Okay, he's old. First of all, sure he had 16, 18 sacks last year. We have John Abraham, Coy Bierman. I don't really want to sit Coy Bierman for Jason Babin. And then we have 2 rookies coming up through the system. It really wasn't a good fit. Go play at Jacksonville. Go win 3 more games this year. Finish your record at 4-12.
You got to give a shout out to your boy Pat Schiller.
Pat Schiller, he followed me on Twitter.
He hasn't followed me yet, so.
Yeah, maybe he will see this video and go follow.
Please follow me.
What's your Twitter name?
Sessa Stud 43.
I might direct message you on Twitter. But yeah, for sure. Tell everybody else about us. Tell Roddy White.
We'd like to get one of y'all in our videos.
Wouldn't you like to be in front of this? I mean, look at this.
You could be in the back like D-Block and just stand there and stare. As long as you're in our video, that's pretty cool.
You don't have to talk.
You just stare at us. It'd be kind of creepy, but it'd be cool, wouldn't it?
So, overall, great win.
Fantastic.
11-1. Bucks lose to the Broncos. Division's clinched. Worry about the playoffs from here on out.
And there's still haters out there saying, yeah, we're 11-1, but play somebody. But the Saints aren't a bad team at all.
No, they're not.
I mean, defensively wise, and look at Drew Brees. I mean, he's still a fantastic quarterback.
Drew Brees is top 3 quarterback in the NFL.
Top 2.
I would put him behind Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees third.
Okay, I'll give you that. What about your top 5? 4 and 5?
I can't even think right now. I have no idea.
Okay, anyway, back to my point. Playing somebody in the NFL, no matter who you play, that's still competitive. Whether it's the Chiefs. I mean, yeah, we blew them out, but it's still any given Sunday.
Did the Broncos blow the Chiefs out this last weekend? No, they did not.
Exactly.
They won by 8 points.
Are a really good team.
The Broncos are good, okay? We beat the Broncos barely. Great defensive game in that game. But, any team can win in this league.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs, especially, we went and played at the Chiefs and put up 42 points.
In the Arrowhead Stadium, it's one of the hardest stadiums.
Yeah, the Broncos played them at home and barely beat them. The Broncos have problems, I'm telling you that right now. We're big fans of Bronco Planet, but right now the Broncos scare me. No run game right now, shaky passing game. Sure, Peyton Manning's probably going to win the MVP, but
their defense is still incredible.
Their defense is good.
That's pretty much what makes a team.
They scare me right now. I put the Patriots front runner right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, look how many points they scored a game. They scored 50? How many did they score against the Jets?
I don't know.
Most embarrassing game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was
Mark
pretty bad.
Sanchez is terrible.
Fireman Ed retired.
Mark Sanchez is terrible.
Yeah, but we gotta wrap it up. I gotta go take the SAT tomorrow morning.
I know. I'm just gonna sleep until the SEC championship goes on.
Yeah.
Go Georgia.
I got a long night ahead of me of studying, so we're gonna wrap this up. Good Falcons win. Sorry this video is coming out a little late, but tell all your friends. Thanks for all the people on Twitter watching us. That's why we do these videos. Got the new camera, if you haven't noticed, a lot better.
Tell us what you think about it.
All right, Falcons fans.
You stay classy, Atlanta.
Stay classy. We'll see you Friday.
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 Today's Friday.
We'll see you next week, Friday.
All right, next week Friday. Stay classy, Atlanta.
See you.
Go Falcons.